Hey guys, what is going on? We've got a very special one for you here. Today we're going to be talking about how to level up very quickly in Modern Warfare 2. This does include like weapon XP and just general rank XP. These sort of all tips do combine together to create a very cool guide for you just to level up your weapons and yourself very quickly in this year's Call of Duty. Just before we do get into some tips here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it and it really does help me out. I would love to hit 6,000 subscribers very early into Modern Warfare 2, and if you could help me achieve that goal, that would be absolutely fantastic. So to start us off here, we do need to be talking about game modes, and you want to be playing in game modes that do reward you the most experience. You cannot just be playing team deathmatch. It does not do enough in terms of that experience, as realistically you only get like a couple hundred when you do get something fancy happen in the game. You usually want to be getting in those game modes and getting those kills with the extra bonuses like your King Slayers and your headshots and that kind of thing, double kills, triple kills, all those lovely things. Anything that comes up on the screen as a white number and says XP next to it, so you get 100 XP for a kill, that is of course going to go to your weapon XP. But that of course does also apply to specific game modes as well. A game mode like Hardpoint is absolutely amazing for this. This is going to sound kind of dumb, but realistically you do just have to play the objective. You do get more points and more XP for getting offensive and defensive kills. Doubles on the point are really easy, doubles, triples, and then of course you get those defender kills. You retake the point with a kill, you stand on the hard point, somebody else comes at you, you get a kill. You're just getting lots of extra points basically just by playing the game in a specific way, and it's really not that hard to do. And of course you get more experience for this than you do in just regular old TDM. Plus, if more people are around the hard point, like I said, you're really likely to get loads of double and triple kills for more experience on top. And when people are moving towards the point very quickly, you get loads of easy kills. So just keep that in mind. You do want to be playing in game modes that realistically reward you the most experience here. Speaking to playing the right game mode a little bit more, you can combine a game mode like Kill Confirmed or Hardpoint with our next tip. Keep in mind, Kill Confirmed does offer you, of course, the XP for getting the kill, as well as a little bit of bonus experience when you do pick up the tag as well. And that also includes everything that we did mention previously, like your extra bonuses for your King Slayers, your headshots, that kind of thing, double kills, all that lovely stuff. So this tip that we've got here is probably the best one in the game at the moment. It's kind of like a little bit of an XP glitch kind of thing. This is definitely intentional and in the way the game is designed, but that doesn't mean it's not broken in terms of leveling up very quickly. You've probably seen a bunch of decoy grenades around recently and been wondering why that is, and I know definitely that I've been wondering that myself until I tried it out. Using decoy grenades basically gives you free weapon experience for, I guess, like tricking people into looking or shooting near the decoy. It's kind of difficult to describe exactly what happens, and I'm not 100% sure exactly how it works, but basically you just want to chuck some decoy grenades around and you do get realistically free experience just by people being near them. This is something that you do have to try out if you are struggling a little bit like I am just to level up those weapons very quickly. I'm like a 4-day behind because I went on holidays, but I mean, just try this out for yourself. Make sure you equip the weapon you want to level, equip some decoy grenades and throw them at the enemy spawn when you do jump into the game. You have to take the extra tactical option in the perk section as well as resupply as the middle tier perk, so you do end up with loads of recharging tactical grenades, which is very powerful. And then you end up with resupply as well, and you just spam those grenades all the time and you level up those weapons super quickly here. To show off my point here, I've got something that I'm leveling up here. This is the Kastov 545 with the right equipment and the perks. Again, this is something that we're leveling up towards sort of some of the better weapons in the game, like of course the AK-74U, like that kind of thing in that category. Of course, we did mention this here as we take a look. We do have level 5 with this gun, and we are going to jump into some games and see what we get to. Alrighty, so by the looks, after 2 games, just 2 games of me not really paying attention, I literally didn't have my headphones on at all. I was like uploading a video, so my ping was like 100. It just wasn't a serious Call of Duty session, and I just chucked those decoys everywhere and ended up getting some kills, and we ended up at level 8. That's 3 levels in 2 games of me not really paying attention, which is not super impressive. I mean, 3 levels in 2 games is really impressive normally, but if you are sort of concentrating, you get the game face on. I wasn't even around my headphones as I said, and I was uploading a video. So if you do get into try hard mode and you start chucking decoys around, you're going to level up those weapons very quickly here and get super lots of experience. You'll easily get like 4 to 5 levels in just a few games, and I've seen various reports around on Twitter and stuff like that that allow you to rank up weapons to maximum level in like 40 minutes or something ridiculous. And when you consider this method with our next tip as well, you'll have all the attachment unlocked in very short order here. The next point that we do have here is a little bit obvious, but we won't spend too much time talking about it. You've got to use those double XP tokens. I'm sure many of you have seen out there by now they are offering double XP tokens in crates of Mountain Dew. I'm pretty sure there's like double XP tokens in those crates, and I'm sure they're sold out near you if people do love Call of Duty in your area. But again, if you did purchase the Vault bundle, the one with like the Cinder weapon variant bundle-y kind of thing, that also came with some double XP tokens as well, assuming you didn't get like a bug or anything like that. You should have a couple of double XP tokens laying around, and that allows you, of course, to use pretty much all the tips that we did mention here previously, like your game modes and your decoy grenades, and all of that experience is doubled, meaning you're going to absolutely fly through the levels here. If we were doing a double XP token on our little adventure, our little test that we did in this video, we probably would have gone from level 5 to like level 10 in that short amount of time. So double XP token, of course, that doubles the experience you get, and again, you do combine that with the tips that we did mention previously, is very, very strong here. Now, keep in mind, double XP tokens, you could use them in a couple of different ways. You could use them on the most powerful weapons in the game just to absolutely blast through it and get as many attachments for those weapons as possible, or you could use them on something a little bit less popular, a little bit less powerful, just to make sure that you can do it as easily as possible. Say you want to skip something that is pretty tedious to level, you chuck on a double XP token and you blast through those levels, which is actually very, very cool as well. Of course, this is kind of important if you are trying to unlock semi-obscure attachments on weapons. Sometimes weapons and attachments are hidden in secret things. I think there's like a scope that unlocks via a shotgun, which is kind of strange. The big 5x optic, which is definitely goofy, but I mean, it's one of those things. The attachments are hidden kind of, and this does help you out there. Next one, but again, not a super important one, and does sort of sometimes happen on its own, is to complete those challenges. There are a bunch of different challenges in Modern Warfare 2, of course, and lots of them offer different amounts and different types of experience. Some are just plain rank XP, which is still helpful if you are sort of a low level and you're just trying to get those weapon unlocks and stuff done. Some of it's also weapon XP, which again does give you a little bit of a chunk, man. Like some of those experience tokens give you like 4k, 5k experience, which is very, very helpful if you are trying to get a last couple of levels on a weapon done, which is very, very cool. And again, some of those weapons do offer significant chunks of experience, and again, for doing something a little bit unusual in the game with a specific gun or a grenade or something like that, it's basically just free XP at this point. You gotta jump in and do those challenges, and the camo skins as well for weapons and stuff like that as well do count towards this. So again, do your camo challenges, do your daily and your weekly challenges, and you will absolutely fly up the ranks as well as leveling up those guns very, very quickly. So just keep that in mind here. Probably the last one that we got here today is to just try new weapons all the time. With the tips that we've mentioned here today, you'll already be shooting through the weapon levels, unlocking attachments, but because of the janky-ish sort of weapon unlock system, it's a little clunky, I'm not gonna lie. It's alright to just unlock something specific, like say you're going for like an RPK build on this, like the Kastov 762 variant. Say you just want to unlock some attachments with that thing, you just want to do some quick leveling with it to unlock some more attachments, and then you can use those on the other variants of that weapon. It's just a good idea to sort of switch and see what is going to work for you, switch weapons all the time, get some early unlocks, get some more ranks, get some more XP, just have a little bit of fun in the game at the moment. Just sort of leveling up those weapons is very, very cool. And again, with the rest of the tips that we did mention here previously, particularly the decoy one, you're going to fly through those early levels anyway, and you're going to unlock lots of different attachments that you can use on those sort of like key build kind of things. Say you need an attachment for your AK build and it's only unlockable on the RPK, you just throw that on and you just start leveling that thing up, get some easy attachments in the early unlocks, and it does fly through as well. But like I said, there's no real wrong answers for leveling these things up, and it does take a little bit of time regardless of what you do. But if you do combine some of the tips that we did talk about here today, again, particularly that decoy one and a double XP token, you're just going to absolutely fly through those levels here. It's ridiculously powerful. Again, it's a little bit of an XP glitch kind of thing, but it's patched into the game as it is now. This is working as intended. It's probably a little bit more powerful than the devs probably expected, but that is realistically the way you do want to level up your weapons as quickly as possible. If this did help you out here at all, guys, again, try the decoy thing. I tried it this morning and it is absolutely ridiculous. Even if you're not trying super hard, you're not like listening or paying attention, you don't have your headphones on, chuck some decoy grenades around and you will realistically get lots and lots of free experience, which is really, really powerful here. But again, as I said, if you did enjoy this one and it did help you out at all, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. And again, hopefully that does mean I will see you in the next video. Bye!